you sure the problem is in my apartment?
Oh, pretty sure. It's got to be here somewhere.
What?
Why didn't I think of that before?
What? What are you talking about?
Yeah, maybe it's down at the base behind the bed.
Hold it. Now, hold it. You're not going to start tearing apart the baseboard of my bed. Wait a minute. Look, I don't like you moving my furniture all over my apartment.
Don't worry, ma'am. I'll move it all back again.
But you're tearing this apart.
Nita? Honey, I'm home.
I'm in the bedroom, Billy Joe.
Do I see guacamole, huh? So this is your surprise. Huh? What's wrong?
Oh, I was making the surprise and the wiring in the building's all messed up, and I was getting the guacamole and the electricity goes off. And...
Who's he?
Well, he's an electrician. He thinks the problem's in our apartment.
Well, it's not here, at least not behind the bed.
What do you mean nothing's behind the bed?
Well, I was just checking out for some faulty wiring, and doesn't seem to be here, so I guess I just better go check back down the basement.
Yeah, why don't you go do that?
Sorry to bother you there, Mr. Wright.
That's all right. Bye.
Bye.
Nita, what do you think you're doing?
About what?
Letting strangers into the apartment like that when I'm gone.
He's the electrician to the building.
I don't care who he is. I don't want him in here again. You understand that? I don't want anybody in here when I'm gone.
Look, life goes on when you walk out that door. I can't wait for you to come home every time something goes wrong. Being pregnant does not mean I have to lock myself behind doors.
Nita, it's not just because you're pregnant. You shouldn't do that even if you're not pregnant. Haven't you read the papers? People are always posing as the gas man or something, coming to read the meter, or the salesman, just so they can get into somebody's apartment. It's dangerous, Nita.
All right, I guess you're right.
Of course I'm right. Now you got to be more careful. What's that?
The blender. There you see, Billy Joe, it was the electrician. You were worried for nothing. Now can I finish my guacamole?
Well, maybe so, but you still got to be more careful there, darling. I don't want you taking any more chances.
You know? I like it when you worry about me.
I worry about you, Nita. I worry about you a whole lot.
I don't know what the story is on Elena. The New York cops called me to tell me to be on the lookout for this guy that kidnapped her, Joe Foster. They gave me a description of him, that's about all.
Joe Foster is his name?
Yeah. You know him?
No. Is he from Houston?
Who can tell with these characters? That's where Elena says she first met him, at the coop.
Would he ever come back to Houston?
That's hard to say. The New York police seem to think he might.
Oh, that would be rather foolish, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would be foolish. But then kidnapping people is pretty foolish, too. I guess people will do pretty strange things for money.
Money?
Yeah. Apparently that's what the guy was after, money. Or drugs, or something like that. Something he thought that Bernie Stokes had given to Elena.
Well, for Elena's sake, I certainly hope that this guy never comes back here.
I was kind of hoping he would. So we could lay our hands on him.
Oh.
Put him where he belongs, once and for all.
Well, I have a lot of work to do, Detective. I'd better get started on it.
Yeah, sure. No. Thanks for your help.
Thank you.
I'll let you worry about Listen, Foster. I advise you not to show your face around here. Get
Foster. Oh, Peter. It's a Paige. Yes, I'd like to take you up on that invitation after all.
Good. Why don't we make it early?
That's fine with me. What time?
How about 6 o'clock?
6 is perfect. That'll give me time to come back and take a look at things at the club.
Good. 6 it is then. I'll see you here. Dinner, nice talk.
Sounds good. See you at 6. certain sailor named Joe Foster. Come in.
Paige?
Oh, hello, Ellie.
Hello. I'm not interrupting your work, am I?
Oh, no. Have you had lunch? I could buzz Alfredo and have him send something up for
No,
us.
thank you. I'm really not very hungry. I just stopped by to tell you that I saw Dennis this morning. He asked about you. Paige.
I heard you, Elliot.
Well, does it bother you to hear that Dennis asked about you?
Might not if I knew what he was thinking.
Well, I don't think Dennis's thoughts are very clear at the moment, but one thing is very clear.
What's that?
He misses you.
You do know that he asked me not to visit him in jail for a while, don't you?
Yes, I know that, but I think he'll change his mind.
He may not have time to change his mind, Elliot.
What do you mean by that?
Stryker and Detective Donovan were here earlier today.
To see you?
Yes, they asked me to corroborate Iris's story that she was in Chris's Shaw office the night that he was murdered.
What did you tell them?
I told them that I saw Iris's car pulling out of the parking lot and that I saw Dennis in it.
If the DA believes Iris's story, it's possible Stryker can get him to reduce the charge against Dennis to manslaughter.
Yes, I know.
That means that Dennis could get out on bail until the sentencing. Stryker might even be able to get the sentence suspended.
Maybe.
Well, you don't sound very hopeful.
You forget Dennis has asked me for a divorce, Elliot. I don't see much hope in that.
Paige, you know how much stress Dennis has been under. I don't think that what he has said in jail can be taken at face value.
I think he meant it, Elliot.
Well, I don't. You said yourself that Dennis's fear was that your marriage would disintegrate while he was in prison, but if he's free...
Anyway, I have a lot more to deal with than just Dennis right now.
What do you mean?
Iris. She set up a meeting between Stryker and me the other day to arrange for the divorce.